Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the final episode of Universe Mode before our huge pay-per-view, that is Summerslam. This is main event. We're taking on Big E Langston taking on Antonio Cesaro, Cameron taking on Naomi. Cameron gets the win. Yoshitatsu coming up against William Regal. Yoshitatsu gets a win. Drew McIntyre taking on Epico. And the main event will be Roman Reigns taking on Rob Van Dam, Mr. Main Event himself. And anyways, moving on to SmackDown. This is the final episode, like I said, before SummerSlam, the final SmackDown. So we're going to find out what exactly is in store for us for our big show, SummerSlam. Probably the biggest show that we've done so far. Definitely the biggest pay-per-view of our Universe Mode so far. And a fitting way to end our Universe Mode on WWE 13. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. And this week, Kofi Kingston takes on Damian Sandow. Damian Sandow, of course, lost against Wade Barrett last week, unfortunately for him. The Real Americans taking on the Primetime Players. Wade Barrett takes on Christian, so some good matchups here to see where we're at with the Intercontinental Championship scene. Triple threat match, Bryan, Del Rio, Ziggler. This another one to see where exactly are we at in the World Championship scene, moving on SummerSlam, post-SummerSlam. And of course we had Mark Henry versus Sheamus last week. How about Mark Henry versus The Big Show this week? So interesting stuff. We're going to play that matchup. So we're going to have Kofi Kingston defeats Damian Sandow. The Real Americans taking on the Primetime Players, which will be in 2K14. Yes, I'm excited about that. And the Real Americans get the win there. So the tag team, number one contenders for the tag team belts, really are looking good. Barrett defeats Christian, so the number one contender for the IC belt looking good. Del Rio wins the triple threat matchup, and we're going to play this main event matchup now. So this is interesting. So Del Rio wins that main event matchup. Del Rio's had many shots for the world title, and hasn't been able to get it done. So moving on, post SummerSlam, if for example Mark Henry retains and he moves on from the Big Show and Sheamus, we need to find out who's going to be the next man in line. So Del Rio getting a win over Ziggler and Bryan kind of gives us that indication of where exactly we are at with the World Heavyweight Championship. So Mark Henry taking on the Big Show. Of course, last week Mark Henry, he beat up Sheamus and he took him out. So he is certainly looking really, really good leading into SummerSlam. He's had it pretty easy. Now he's having to have a few matches, but honestly, who can beat the Mark Henry? I don't know, but is it the Big Show? Can the Big Show? He's one angry man. Lost his championship at Money in the Bank. He was actually World Heavyweight Champion for a long time, since the beginning of our Universe Mode. So he actually had a really good run with the belt. But now he's no longer the champ. Sheamus was the champ. Sheamus no longer the champ. Of course, we're going to play as Mark Henry in this one, I think. So I don't know what exactly is going to be happening here, but it looks as though Mark Henry will go into SummerSlam with all the momentum behind him. He was Mr. Money in the Bank for all of 5 days, and what the hell is this? Well, it looks as though Mark Henry's had enough. He's going to walk out, have a little bit of a breather maybe, or is he going to leave the arena? I think he's just going to have a little bit of a wander around, taunt around, and just have a bit of a breather. He realizes SummerSlam is coming up. It's only a couple of days away. Why would I waste my energy when I have to defend my championship belt? So I'm going to take it easy. I'm just going to, I'm going to finish the Big Show nice and quick here, or I'm just going to do this at my own pace, which is actually very smart from Mark. Why would he go out of his way to beat up the Big Show when that would be exerting energy that he desperately will need? Oh my god, holy that's definitely only in a video game. Wow. Now, why would he do that? Why would he exert all his energy and get beaten up by the Big Show when he has a big matchup, big title defense coming up? So, makes sense, but what a back body drop. Damn, Mark Henry. That will never ever happen in real life. If it does, I will be speechless. Maybe Antonio Cesaro could probably do it, knowing him. But one man I would like to see Antonio Cesaro swing is Mark Henry and the Big Show. It's 2 guys in this match. Well, I wonder if it'll happen. So, anyways, big backbreaker there on the Big Show. Great build-up coming in. So this is definitely a really good story here. 2 guys that feel as though, they were robbed. Big Show pissed off that he lost. Had a rematch. He still lost again. He's still angry. He still thinks he deserves to be the champ. Sheamus had his championship stripped away from him. Hasn't had a rematch. And Mark Henry's just kind of entered the fray and said, you know what? Whatever. I'm Mr. Money in the Bank. I can do whatever the hell I want. I can enter this matchup and cash in on whoever the hell I want. Exactly, and that's exactly right. He's been able to do everything, and he's been entailed to do. You know, he's allowed to do everything he wants to do with it. Considering he was Mr. Money in the Bank, he was allowed to cash in, and now he's done the right thing. He's beat Sheamus. If he can beat the Big Show here, then realistically he deserves to be the world champion. He's beat the two guys that you could say are the number one contenders. So, what do we have at SummerSlam? Do we have the Big Show, Sheamus, Mark Henry, triple threat matchup? Or do we have the Big Show versus Mark Henry if the big one-on-one, if the Big Show can beat Mark Henry here, considering that Sheamus didn't actually beat Mark Henry last week? So you could say, you could say, Mark Henry beat Sheamus. Mark Henry doesn't have to take him on anymore. He's no longer the number one contender, Sheamus. But Sheamus' rematch clause should still be invoked and give him an opportunity. And as you just saw Mark Henry hit the world's strongest slam, I think we actually might have a winner here. 2-3. Mark Henry defeats the Big Show. So what about that? Mark Henry continues his huge wave of momentum. What a matchup. A little quick. Well, he actually beat the Big Show up pretty quickly. So definitely didn't waste much time. He actually wanted to probably end this match pretty early, so he didn't have to do too much. He probably wants to hit the showers early and get himself ready for SummerSlam, which I am ready for. I hope you guys are ready for, because that is going to be one hell of a show. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Universe Mode, the final SmackDown for WWE 13, it's a shame, but Sheamus coming out here. Well, he's going to remind Mark Henry that he wants the belt. Will he get the belt at SummerSlam? I don't know. But you guys got to go ahead and subscribe and like the video to find out. Next episode of SummerSlam coming real soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.